So Makulu Linux recently put out a new version, and I haven't taken a look at Makulu in a while, so I thought about taking a quick first look at this latest edition of Makulu. Taking a look at their website, MakuluLinux.com. I will say, kind of an interesting website. As far as, most of these Linux distributions these days, when I take a look at their website, it's all flashy and a lot of whiz-bang effects, and, very ultra-modern looking. This is a very kind of understated, kind of simple WordPress site, right? At least I'm assuming they're using WordPress here, but yeah, I kind of like it that they're not, putting a ton of effort on the website necessarily. Hopefully that means the distribution is a lot better. Now, they just released LinDoz 2025, so they have a few different versions of Makulu that they put out. Sometimes they put out editions that are based on Ubuntu. Sometimes they put out editions that are based on Debian. Sometimes they put out editions that are based on sources from both Debian and Ubuntu. This one, LinDoz 2025, is strictly Debian based. I went ahead and grabbed the ISO, and I've already run through a quick installation. I did that off camera because the installation, you guys don't need to see it. It just uses a standard, I believe, Calamares installer, no real fancy customizations to the installer. So I've already installed it inside a virtual machine. So let's take a quick first look. So I gave this VM 6 gigs of RAM. I gave it 2 threads of my 24-thread Threadripper CPU. I will say it's interesting that the grub menu is kind of customized. We got the Makulu, the M stylized logo here. That's kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and boot into the system. And we come to our login manager. This looks like it might be LightDM. We do get an on-screen keyboard here. Let me go ahead and log in. Actually, instead of me typing my super secure and complicated password, I could use the keyboard here, the on-screen keyboard, if I needed to. Let me go ahead and this is not really my password, but let's say theoretically my password was DT. I could type DT in here and then click log in, but I'm going to go ahead and do my real password and log in, and we are launched into this rather attractive, kind of strangely put together desktop environment here. So Makulu LinDoz, they are using a very customized Cinnamon desktop environment. Obviously, they're using really cool wallpapers as well. I like the wallpapers. I like the stylized icons here. This is kind of neat, and kind of these artistic styled icons. Not bad. Just taking a quick look at the menu system here. Again, the name LinDoz, they're trying to be rather Windows-like as far as you got your standard panel at the bottom with quick launchers and the taskbar, and you got your start menu, if you will. It's set up so that a new to Linux user coming from Windows should be very comfortable on Makulu. I'm getting some notifications about certain things that could be updated. You can see Spices update, so some extensions. So they're using some extensions here to, I guess, customize the desktop environment. Some of that stuff does have updates available. I could go ahead and take it. If I move my head out of the way, you can see down here in the sys tray, I have Spices update, and there are applets and extensions that need to be updated. So let's see. If I go to applets, let's see if this will actually tell me what's going to be updated. It will. I've never used this tool, but it looks like the icon here, update all, 6 updates available. So let's go ahead and take that. Yeah, and that was rather quick and simple. And then we also had another update, or did that take care of everything? If I go to extensions, let's see, are there extensions to update? Update all extensions, 4 updates available. So let's also do that. This ISO was released about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So obviously there are going to be some things that need an update. And now that I've done that, let's actually go through the menu system and see what kind of applications they have installed, because just taking a quick look through the menu, you can see there's a lot of stuff installed, so a ton of applications. So let's just quickly take a look at anything that looks interesting. So under accessories, a ton of stuff. Some of the notable ones would include something like Conky Manager. You don't see a lot of distributions shipping with Conky out of the box, or Conky Manager, which is a way to manage your Conky. Wow, they got the wobbly window effect here as well. I was going to try to resize this window so it wasn't that big. That way I could see the Conkys if I add any. Let's see, make this a little smaller. If I turned on the black clock, what would that look like? That there, yeah, I don't really like that. How about that one? Let me Can I turn it on? There we go. Yeah, that one doesn't look good. Actually, none of these look good. These are very, very plain looking conkeys. I would probably go to the internet and choose some better looking conkeys. Yeah, these are just not terribly good conkeys. I'm sorry. Yeah, the red one. Oh, I had two of them turned on at the same time. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to actually add a conky to this desktop. Also under accessories, we had GNOME Pi, which is an interesting menu system here. If I go down to the sys tray, GNOME Pi is sitting here. If I go to preferences, let's see how to actually control this, because it's been so long since I've used this. Control-Alt-T. Is that what actually launches the menu? Control-Alt-T? It is. Okay. So that is kind of cool. Applications, though, are Control-Alt and A. Okay, that's what I want. Control-Alt-A. Control-Alt-A. Yeah, that did nothing. Tried to open some video in a video player. Bookmarks are Control-Alt-B. I get bookmarks in a GNOME Pi menu. System patch restart required. What was going on there, and why is this opening? I'm getting some weird stuff. I'm hitting some key bindings that are doing other things, right? So I'm getting, yeah, all of a sudden I'm getting a ton of things popping up. I probably should not have hit all of those random key bindings. Now let me close out GNOME Pi because I obviously don't know how to use it. Some other things that jump out at me are Electra AI Calculator, Electra AI Editor, Electra AI Toolbox, yada, 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 right? Electra GUI, Electra Terminal. I don't know what Electra AI is. There's a lot of AI stuff, though, floating around this menu. I'm still getting these random pop-ups. I don't know why I'm getting that. We also had LLM Studio, so large language model, I'm assuming, Studio. So, yeah, a lot of chat assistant, AI chat assistant stuff here. Let's actually check out the Electric AI Calculator. Like, what are we doing with AI in the calculator? I don't know. I don't know why I need a AI calculator. I don't even know what I'm not even sure what I would do in that other than just using it as a basic calculator. We have Electra AI Editor. I'm assuming this would just be a plain text editor. What else is here? It looks very plain. I could autocorrect, submit a request, generate image, upgrade to Makulu Linux Pro for this awesome feature. Okay, so I guess you could tie this in to like some generative AI stuff, generating images, for example, maybe eventually generating videos at some point. Although that technology is still kind of weird. Obviously, we have chat stuff. I did notice down here, is this a Chat GPT logo? It is. That's the Chat GPT icon. If I click on it, what does it do? Probably just opens like a Chat GPT web app, basically a browser window. It's taking a minute to load, though. I'm assuming it's not supposed to just be a plain white window. Yeah, I'm not sure what this was supposed to do, but okay. When I resize it, I guess it reloads itself. It does look like it was a web application, but it's got some funny stuff going on. Yeah, because it's not centered in the window, which would make this very hard to use. You probably just go to the Chat GPT site in your browser rather than using this, because this looks like it's kind of broken. If I go back into the menu, back to accessories, one of the things I did want to just see what this is, Electra GUI. I'm not sure what that program is going to be. Choose Electra interface, GUI or terminal. Well, that's weird. Okay, so under accessories, we had Electra GUI and Electra terminal. I clicked on the icon for Electra GUI, but then it asked me, do I want the GUI interface or the terminal interface? Well, if I wanted the terminal interface, I would have chose Electra terminal. I'm not sure why they made the decision. That is an unnecessary step for me to choose again. If I already clicked on like the GUI icon, it should know I want Electra GUI. Nothing opened here. Was something supposed to happen? Yeah, I may actually have to go to their website to figure out what exactly is going on, because nothing launched there. Let me try the electric terminal, or the Electra terminal, not the electric terminal. Select a role for the AI. So you have various categories: informational, normal, anti-woke, imaginative, coder. Let's actually choose, let's go anti-woke. You can communicate direct with via text below. Not sure what that sentence was supposed to mean. It's kind of weirdly worded. Type CLS to clear the screen. Type box to open a text box. Okay. Type menu to return back to the menu. So we got a box here. What am I supposed to do with this? Yeah, I'm just not sure what to do. The instructions here are not terribly clear either. To generate an image, song, or video, just ask the AI and she will comply. Create a random image. Okay, we're thinking for a few seconds. Okay, I kind of see what we're doing. It's basically something like ChatGPT or DALL-E, if you want to use it to generate images. Yeah, I kind of find this interesting to have here. It says the image was created, and it was created online. If I click on the ping, the URL here, does it actually open the browser? It doesn't look like it's going to. Yeah, I mean, that's nice that you get the URL, but if it doesn't automatically open the browser when I click on it, and that's annoying, but I can Control-Shift-C to copy in the terminal, and then I could go down here and open the Chromium web browser, and now Control-V to paste. That was the image it created for me. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, let me close that out since I don't really know how to use that either. I really like chat assistants, though. You guys know I'm a pretty big fan of things like Ollama, and even before all the free and open source tools were out, ChatGPT I thought was interesting technology as well. But now that we have open source alternatives like Llama, I don't hate chat assistants. In fact, I quite like them. I know for some reason people find these things I guess off-putting and distasteful. You should never have a chat assistant as part of Linux. For me, I think it makes total sense. Under the graphics category, man, there's all these electric AI stuff. I am really surprised at how much stuff they have tried to incorporate AI into. I mean, in their release announcements, they did mention some AI stuff, but I just thought that was all hype because these days, anybody that puts out any new product, not just Linux, but anybody that's putting out a new phone or a new car, new toaster oven, right? Well, it comes with AI now. AI is the new buzzword. Everything just comes with AI built into it. So I just assumed that this was just market speak, but they actually did try to incorporate AI into everything. Let's go into Electra AI Outpainter. Don't know what that is. Let's see it. You can add an image, you choose your aspect ratio. You have a prompt here where you can tell the AI what to do with the image. Obviously, I don't have any images to play with, but I see what it is. It's your basic kind of painting tool. You can do some image manipulation stuff, and of course, you could tell the AI exactly what effects you want to happen on the image. That is kind of cool. Also under graphics, we have standard applications like your PDF viewer. We have Nomax, which is a really nice free and open source image viewer. I actually did a video recently about Nomax. If I go and let's see what version they are on. About Nomax, this is Nomax 3.19.1. Close the about information and then close the application. Under the internet category, Chromium, we've already seen, was the web browser that it shipped with out of the box. They also include some proprietary software such as Discord. You see the Makulu Discord here. So that's obviously going to take you straight to their Discord channel, which is probably their official support channel, right? So that's nice. I always like distributions that do make it easy for you to get support right away. So already having your IRC chat client launched to your support channel is nice. Having Discord automatically launch you to your support channel, again, is nice. We have the Electra terminal here. Again, I do want to launch the terminal one more time. And other than all of the AI stuff, I really just want a terminal. I really don't want any kind of chat assistant because I really just wanted to enter some terminal commands. Maybe they have a different terminal for that. For example, can I just type htop? No, I can't. It's the chat assistant. It's the large language model, it's thinking about what the hell htop means, right? So, let me close all of that out. How about Control-Alt-T? A lot of distributions, Control-Alt-T will bring up a terminal, but in this case, it brings up GNOME Pi. Right? So how about, I don't know, Super T, Alt T, Yeah, let me just do a quick search in the Cinnamon menu here. Terminal, here it is. GNOME terminal, XFCE terminal. Which one do I want? It really doesn't matter. Both are fine. All right. Now that I've got a proper terminal, now let me do HTOP. I just want to check system resource usage. Now I have a ton of stuff running on this because I've launched a few programs and some of them are running down here in the sys tray. For example, GNOME Pi is running. Let me quit that. We do have Spices update, still checking for some things. We got a notification daemon running. We've got weather running. There's a lot of stuff running down here. And of course, that's going to affect RAM usage. It's using 1.6 gigs of the 6 gigs of RAM I gave this virtual machine. That seems high, but again, there is a ton of stuff running, so I won't beat it up too badly on that. We want to see how many applications are installed. If I do a apt list -I, it says command line option I is not understood with the other options. Yeah, I assumed that maybe if I did the long form -- installed. No, well, just apt list invalid operation. Is apt even installed? Where is apt? Apt is here, so that's kind of weird. It's a Debian based distribution, so it should use apt. Apt is installed, but for whatever reason, apt is like some of the apt commands just don't work. Wonder if I did a sudo apt update, you know, just syncing the repos, would that actually work? Yeah, I mean, that command works fine. I'm assuming sudo apt upgrade would also work as well. Syncing the repos here, I will say, is kind of slow. I paused the video there for about 30 seconds, 60 seconds. These last few mirrors here, yeah, it's taking a long time. You know what? Let me cancel that anyway. I really wasn't wanting to take an update. I just wanted to see if the apt package manager actually worked. Maybe they've got some other package managers installed. If I did a where is Flatpak, this Flatpak here, it is Flatpak list. Let's see what is installed as a Flatpak. Nothing. So I've got Flatpak installed. They got no Flatpaks listed. Let's do a where is Snapd. Snapd is here, so snaps are here as well. If I did a snap list, there are no snaps installed either. So Flatpak and snap both here, but there's none already installed. So if you don't want to use them, you'd always just uninstall Flatpak, uninstall Snapd. I think most people probably on a distribution like this would be fine using both Flatpaks and snaps. So I'm kind of glad that they include both out of the box. It makes sense. If I do a uname -r, just to check the kernel version 6.11.10. Let's clear the screen, and I think I just want to go ahead and exit out of the terminal there and back to the menu system very quickly just to see if there's anything else that's interesting. Obviously, with so many programs here, I'm not going to play with all of these, but for an Office suite, they do include one. It is the Calibora Office suite. I don't know anything about this particular Office suite. Also in the menu system, we had a programming category, which is going to have some stuff here. Yeah, wow, lots of Electra AI stuff, sound and video. Got your standard MPV movie player. VLC is also here, which typically is a movie player. You can also use VLC as a music player as well. So it really handles all your multimedia stuff. Under administration, wow, lots of administrative tools here as well, including things like GDebi, which GDebi is a GUI that allows you to install a deb pack, like a third-party Debian package that you go find on the internet. You download that Debian package, GDebi will install that on your system for you. Also under administration, you had the Grub Customizer tool if you want to customize the look of your Grub menu. You had LightDM GT greeter settings for changing the LightDM login manager theme. You have the Synaptic Package Manager, which is a GUI package manager front end to the apt package manager. So Synaptic is a standard application that's installed on most Debian-based distributions, or at least it seems like it is anyway. I don't know if it's on most, but Synaptic Package Manager, great little GUI package manager, right? It basically lists all the packages in the repo. You just go and search for a package, click on it, mark it to install, and away you go. One last thing I want to check out before I get out of here, I want to right click on the desktop and I want to check out the wallpapers. And one of the cool things is random wallpaper. So if I click on that, would it just change to a random wallpaper? Yeah, it takes a few seconds, but it does. Oh, well, actually, it turns on random wallpaper. Is it going to keep changing? It changed the wallpaper twice for some reason. I'm not sure why it did that. That's a little bit of a bug, but let me select wallpaper. Yeah, I really like these. Yeah, so a lot of these are photographs. Yeah, a lot of landscape photos, really beautiful stuff. I mean, this is good stuff here. I am a sucker for a good wallpaper pack. So no matter what kind of faults Makulu may have, yeah, I love the wallpaper pack. I would even install this on physical hardware just for the wallpaper pack. Of course, I'm halfway joking here, but this is really a great wallpaper pack. I'm just going to quickly scroll through these. Something maybe not so busy, something a little more minimal maybe. Or if I wanted to, how about one with a kitty? There we go. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but I'm going to go with it. Could I escape out of that? How do I get out of this here? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I get out of this. Am I stuck in the wallpaper picker? Select wallpaper. If I right click and hit select wallpaper again, it goes away. That's kind of odd too. Yeah, there's some peculiarities with this distribution. Yeah, it's got some quirks. Overall, though, I do think Makulu's LinDoz 2025 is rather interesting. Obviously, you know, there were some issues, but I do love the fact that they have chosen to incorporate AI into everything, like literally everything, right? And obviously it's not where it needs to be right now, but going forward, this distribution I think is ahead of the curve, because you know, I don't mind having, you know, some of these large language model chat assistants incorporated into, for example, my image editor, my video editor, my text editor, especially, obviously. I mean, that one goes without saying, but even, you know, incorporating it in the terminal or whatever it happens to be, I think makes total sense. Now, before I go, I need to thank a few special people. I need to thank the producers of this episode: Matt, Steve, Armor Dragon, Cap Caveman, Darloff, Dayless, George, Lee, Methos, Urion, Paul, Peace Arch and Fedora, Realities for Less, Red Prophet, Roland, Poor Gentoo and Ubuntu, and Willie. These guys, they're my highest tiered patrons over on Patreon. Without these guys, this quick look at the recent release of Makulu LinDoz would not have been possible. The show is also brought to you by each and every one of these ladies and gentlemen. All these names you're seeing on the screen, these are my supporters over on Patreon. I don't have any corporate sponsors. If you like my work and want to see more videos about Linux and free and open source software, subscribe to DistroTube over on Patreon. Peace, guys.